basing it in Wales for the last few days. So apologies for that. I couldn't record anything there because it takes ages to upload the videos, and if I streamed there, the Wi-Fi would just go ablaze. So yeah, um, yeah, I am back. I hope you guys are doing well. I am back with reviewing Captain America: The First Avenger. So if you haven't seen these reviews before, basically I talk about the movie, I talk about the story, the characters, and my favorite action sequences in the movie in basically 10 minutes, maybe 20. Um, and yeah, so let's talk about the story first. So the story is simple. Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, basically can't get into any Renaissance country to try and get into the war. Every single faction says no.
Attention units, 1034.
But
Repeat. Assault reported.
Assault.
Needed at Lenox Hill. Over.
But one doctor says yes to a secret to a secret test to make him a super soldier. Steve agrees and goes into the war. After being shown that he is professional by stopping a fake grenade, he goes into treatment. He gets injected with the serum, but then the doctor dies because of the spy Hydra agent there. Steve takes him. Steve captures him, and the spy dies to a cyanide pill. So now that everyone knows that Steve has now transformed into a super soldier, he does not go into the field. He instead becomes a marketing and ad campaign, with him dancing around a whole bunch of ladies. Until a hit happens. Apparently Hydra has captured Bucky Barnes, Steve Rogers' best friend. So he goes in with some Howling Commanders to get him. They get him, and then they follow with a bunch of missions stopping Hydra in their tracks. Apart from the Red Skull, who has obviously seen all this and is not enjoying it, so he sends Dr. Artem Zola away, which fails, and he also gets captured. So Red Skull decides to take matters into his own hands by nuking every single important country/city in America, including New York, Los Angeles, Australia, all the ones. Captain America stops him, and Steve has sacrificed himself, and put the plane in the water.
Attention units, we have an
freezing
active
him
situation. Officers needed in Yorkville.
Freezing him in place, basically freezing him in the ice for 70 years. After 70 years, he wakes up in modern day New York, and Nick Fury finds him. Yes, that's the movie. That is basically the movie. And the end credit scene at the end is basically just Avengers cheese. Cause that's the next movie. Yeah, that's the story. Sorry if I missed out some more important things. A lot of things happened in that movie. So yeah, sorry if I missed anything out that was important. But let's get into the characters. Starting with Steve Rogers, Captain America. I love Captain America. He is a great character. I like him more in Iron Man, and that still follows into the movie. Steve Rogers is phenomenal. Chris Evans plays him very well, and I really love everything that Captain America does. So yeah, Captain America, landslide of character.
Disable control, requesting status update from you.
Okay, I'm just gonna pause because I don't like that dialogue. Agent Carter, amazing. Well, not amazing, but good character. I like her as like the lady with a gun, lady and ladies should not have guns. But yeah, I do like her. She's funny when she needs to be. She's very important, and she's Steve Rogers' love, which makes her a lot better. And then we have Red Skull, the villain, who I think is a pretty decent villain. He's actually the kind of first decent villain that we've had, because the rest of them are just kind of yeah. But Red Skull's like the first decent villain. He has Tesseract, which leads right into the first, and this is the first invasion that we see, the Tesseract. Um, and it obviously casts him out, which is great for his character development. And I think he's a really good villain. It's the first pretty good villain that we've had. And then we have Bucky Barnes. Good character. A good character in this movie. He gets a lot better later on, but in this movie, he's good. He serves his crisis. He does what he needs to do, and then obviously falls off the train and turns into a Winter Soldier. And then we have Artem Zola, who I think is just okay. He's fine. He's not great. He's not amazing. He is just okay. Now let's get into the action sequences. So I think there's at least two or three that I like. The first one I really come to is the one where they save Bucky. The action sequence is great. Another one I really like is the ending action sequence where when Skull and Captain America fight. That one's great. And then when Steve saves the plane, obviously puts the plane to water. That's also a very sad but great moment. And obviously, I like the scene, the first big action scene where Steve stops the Hydra spy. I really like that scene as well. That scene's really good. So, yeah, well, let's get to the verdict. Sorry if this review's kind of short. I just really like this movie, and I don't want to talk about it for ages. So yeah, this movie gets a solid A tier. Great movie, great story. Not an S though, because I think Captain America gets a whole lot better in the next few movies that he's in. So I think A tier is good for this. This movie gets a solid 8 out of 10. Solid movie, better than Iron Man 1 in my opinion. It's actually better than Iron Man 1. So yeah, that's it. I know it seems kind of short, but to make up for that, I'm gonna have a pretty good video today. Um, so yeah, stay tuned for that. So yeah, I'll see you guys tonight with a video. Bye.